Hi, 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 hi. How's it going? How in the fuck is it going, you duck? I think we're Connie. Conrad Barth herself. Let's keep going. Man, I started recording way too early. I didn't have the game even turned on. I think I was still in my intro screen. That was a rough beginning. Oh god. Alright, so I totally could have done this room better. This is still a rough beginning. Holy shit. Water got destroyed. Yours truly, me, took a hit of damage. I got no punishment for the hit of damage unless there's a vampire. So Jackie has painted some chairs and the dining room table and stuff like that, and the fumes are giving me fucking, migraines. Like, we don't have a lot of windows. Our house is kind of old. The house we live in is not like super duper old, like falling apart, spiders coming out of the walls. It's not old like an old lady is old, or an old gentleman, but it's old. So a lot of the windows are painted shut, and we haven't really had much of a strong need to do anything about it. But the fumes are just giving me the fucking headache city style headaches. It's been a rough couple of days. She started on Monday. It's Wednesday now, and every day I've been waking up, fucking throbbing headache, and just been going. So we decided to go out and just do something this morning to escape the house and the fumes and stuff. And what we decided to do was an escape room. Apparently Jackie listened to a podcast where a person talked about like kind of collecting escape room experiences. And escape rooms are kind of group things. They're usually team building stuff, but we just went the two of us. We did this one called Escape like 5028 or something. It's the particular one we did is called the Dark Room. And it's supposed to be like kind of like someone's doing experiments on these girls, and you're trapped in the room. You're going to be the next subject, the next victim of this mad experimenter. So it was kind of horror-y. We had to use flashlights for the whole thing, pretty much. And I don't know, it was neat. It was really, really neat. Puzzles are fun when you solve them, especially when you solve half of them and the person you're with solves the other half, and it feels like a really good collaboration kind of thing. And that's exactly how it went. Like, Jackie and I worked together extremely well, which is just, it's so good when that happens. Like, that's the whole point of the team building aspect of it, is that it feels good when you work together, and you're more likely to succeed when you work together. So it's mutually beneficial in that it encourages it and you benefit from it. But yeah, we did one that took about an hour. I think we finished with about 6 minutes left. There was one clue that we didn't get, involving a whiteboard, but everything else was, not really trial and error, but like, I don't know, it just felt right. And I was pretty happy with that. I kind of think of things like that as gimmicky because I'm internet jaded. But honestly, it was all around a butt and boatload of fun. I would recommend it to everyone, and I actually would love to take some friends to something like that, as long as there's not, like, as long as they're going to get into it and not get frustrated. Like, I could easily see somebody who's, like, super, super goal-oriented, super, super, like, wanting to make sure they do it right on the first time, and if anybody screws that up, you know, they're gonna be irritated by it. I can see that. That's kind of like the Overcooked thing, but Overcooked is all about setting scores and stuff. This one you have an hour. I think they actually give you some extra time if you fumble it, but like not too much time. And if you're just like super stuck, they have cameras watching everything. They'll offer a hint if it looks like you're super stuck, but in general, you just kind of coast with it. And like, I don't know how they figure out the time, because if we had a bigger group, we could have kind of split up some of the tasks, I think. But as is, it was still really, really enjoyable, and you know, not gimmicky. It wasn't ungimmicky. It was, of course, gimmicky. We did a horror room kind of thing, and it had the like scribblings on the wall and the like little kid teddy bear stuff. Like, you know, it's a little gimmicky, but like, it's not so gimmicky that it ruined anything, any part of the experience. God, the fucking red chest guns suck so much ass. Like, they just suck so violently much ass. I would have loved the shot grub, but we didn't get it. But we were able to get everything else on this floor, and that's something special. I think it could either be here or here. Oh, we didn't get everything else on this floor. We didn't get the blue chest. Alright. Violently happy. You guys remember Bjork? I don't know what made me think about Bjork, but I haven't thought about Bjork in quite a while. And Bjork's a big deal. Bjork's hot shit. And it's weird to have gone years without thinking about Bjork. I mean, maybe it's not weird, but it's like, it's weird enough. When I was in high school, Bjork was, I mean, I was at an art school, so that kind of helped the Bjork admiration a little bit, but very well respected in my high school. Very well admired. No fuses, okay. Mimics would be cool, but no fucking fuses. That's the kind of secret room we want. Now to just get a ton, oh my god, a ton of, what do you call them? Keys. God, what a difficult word to think of. You motherfucker. Wow, how did I do so poorly there? How did I do that so stupidly? Please don't be the floor that has a vampire. I hate when I do shitty and I'm just like, man, there's gonna be a fucking vampire. I guess I'd still want it, but like, come on. Don't show up when I'm doing terrible. Show up when I'm doing wonderful. Oh, bullbats are my favorite enemies to get that on. Hey, dude, cut it out. You see the frame rate here? See how big this room is? I need you to work with me and just burn to death. Just come on. Don't be a dick about it. I haven't even mentioned it, but this little chair we got here is a Dynamite. Oh boy. God, fight's going well. I mean, this fight's not one that's really that challenging. But sometimes when you just see his health at like 50% before you really even thought about it, and you remember how fucking long it took the last time you did this fight, feels good. I don't know why there's just like a complete shit mode and a pretty decent mode on a lot of these guns. Some of them, like the trick gun, are like bad and bad. Some of them, like the I was gonna say the machine pistol, but I don't agree with that one. I guess the M16 is good and bad, but like one is so much better than the other that it's hard to really even think about it. Alright, let's go here and hit this brown one. Okay, well, it's a gun. It's a gun. Not a key, though. I really freaking wanted a key, and now I really even more want a key. Because we got a locked thing. I don't know. I hate my the inherent skepticism I have about like most things. It's not like if somebody said they enjoyed it, I don't trust them. It's like there's a part of me that still believes the average thing that a person does for fun is like below my IQ or something. You know, it's really stupid, and even saying it sounds really stupid because it is really stupid. But like, I high horse about fucking, you know, adult. I don't know what to call it. Adult makes it sound like I'm talking about. I was gonna say adult entertainment, which would be like pornography, but like not adult entertainment so much as like things that people do for fun as adults. I usually am like, they're stupid. These are the same people who like going to watch football games at public football stadiums. What idiots. I mean, I fucking hate going to sports games, right? So I'm thinking, if you like going to sports games, you're probably the type of person that likes an escape room. Yuck. Barf. And that's not entirely fair to, you know, associate those two things. I think I'm gonna get this one because I want an item. That's a good item. Hey, Bob. It has been a while. Have you been in that time? Wild? I Not enough money. Disgruntled. Work getting you down. Seems like that seems to be the general thing that lowers your mood. Swerk. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope these arbitrarily annoying things just cut the shit and you get back to pure enjoyment. I'm annoyed at dumb stuff right now, but it's like I'm still waiting on my Tesla to get here. Woe is me. It's really hard to like complain about not getting something that would be a frivolous luxury to most people when I already have a working automobile. But I'm still very excited about it, and I'm trying to just focus on the excitement and not on the impatience. That's funny. I forgot that they put Cuphead on that. I am going to make a video of me receiving the thing and, like, you know, kind of getting in it for the first time. But I don't think I'm gonna do. I don't want to lean too heavily into the Tesla boy persona. But I'll definitely get some stuff recorded and uploaded to the YouTube channel. I don't want to, like, I don't have like a camera setup or anything. I don't have a stabilizer. I don't have any of that stuff, so I can't go too in depth for it. It'll probably be a tours a la the house tour that I did. Something light and quick. Go over the features. I might. It has a dash cam, like built into it, so I might screw around with that a bit and hook up a hard drive to it and get some road footage. It's got a dash cam and a interior cam. Cabin cam is what they call it. So there's a good chance that I edit something together. I was really hoping I'd have it by the time me, Nate, his girlfriend, and Jackie are all going to Portland like a week from Wednesday. Oh shit, I didn't tell my static group about Portland. And I really wanted to do that in the Tesla, but they're ramping up production, sending a lot of cars to, I think Australia is the big one that's starting to receive cars, so it's a little bit delayed. What's going on in Portland with you? We're going for no reason, besides the fact that Nate has not been. Oh, nice. Conferences are good? Question mark? Conferences. No, conferences sound like they'd be interesting. And I think any excuse to travel, especially if it's paid travel, just fucking sounds dynamite to me. I haven't had paid travel in, you know, fucking forever. And the paid travel that I had was just like a few days. And that's when I was working at a freaking energy plant and I hated my life. The job sucked so much ass. Do you travel? If you travel often, I can understand it getting a little tiresome. I guess I'm just trying to show the other side of the equation, the opposite end of the spectrum. Those of we who never get to travel, kind of. I still view travel as like an infrequent blessing. Yeah. Oh man. I haven't been able to take a real vacation, like an extended more than a single day kind of vacation in forever, and it's really starting to get to me. Like, or not a single day, but a single weekend, like 3 or 4 days with 2 days of it, including the travel. I've not been playing Dicey Dungeons. I've been watching people play it, and it seems like a winner, but it seems like something I'm gonna get into in a bit. I would really love Dicey Dungeons on the Switch. I'm tired of buying games twice, and I think I can wait this one out. It's gonna come to the Switch. If you look at the fucking game, it's got Switch written all over it. Like, we're talking about at some point going back up there. I have relatives in Mattapan, in Cape Cod and those areas that I would love to visit. And Jackie, I think, you know, we'd be close enough to Jersey or at least New York to maybe meet up some of her people as well. I think I am gonna go to the rat fight this time. We can't get that one. That one's too locked. I wish this Origuni were something different. This one's fine. Carousel Museum? I don't care one cell about a carousel. I got this thing where I don't really like horses, and petrified horse faces are, it's not problematic, it's just no thanks. It's a no thanks kind of situation for me. So, merry-go-rounds and carousels are kind of like, they're in that borderline, is this a legitimate phobia or am I just being dumb kind of section of my brain, you know? I don't think it's a legitimate phobia, I just think they're god-awful ugly. The pulled back lips, the long far teeth, the vicious, kind of demented, giant, bulging eyes. I don't find a lot to love about the looks of horses, especially in the facial region. They got problems, in my opinion, is what I'm getting at. They look demonic. So Carousel Museum is kind of, would be on my, probably only under duress. They need to do something about their damn faces if they want to convince anybody they're spheres. Yeah, I'm pretty close to done with Infinite Jest. I've been reading the hell out of it. I have a copy of the next Neil Stevenson book that I have lined up to read, but I'm waiting until I finish Infinite Jest to get into it. Yeah, I've heard terrible, god-awful things about Fall, but, you know, I don't want to let that decide for me. I'm trying to stay away from reviews and the like. Reamd, the book that came before it, is one that I'm kind of very much fence-riding about in the first place, so I don't have the world's highest of expectations for Fall, but I do like Neil Stevenson. Seven Eves is my favorite Neil Stevenson book. No, Reamd is the one that precedes Fall. I love Seven Eves. I just finished listening to that audiobook. That's like way up there. Like, not in terms of literature, but just in terms of pure enjoyment to read. I read the physical copy and I've listened to the audiobook. I read the physical copy twice. I've listened to the audiobook probably 3 or 4 times now. I really, really enjoy listening to audiobooks over listening to podcasts or the radio or anything like that. And Seven Eves is one I can just go back to so many times. I finished Artemis. I finished The Martian. I've listened to Artemis twice now. I tried to convince my wife to listen to it because we listened to The Martian together driving from Kansas City to South Carolina. She started. I like Rosario Dawson's read of Artemis, but I didn't love the book. Kind of it just fell flat. It felt like it was trying to be too poppy pulpy, you know, at certain parts, and try to be too like pleasant and sprinkle in science. It just, there was something about it that just didn't resonate. What series is this? Is it Three Body Problem? Because I'm also working on that one. Because I really liked the first one. Philosopher's Flight. Okay, I've actually heard of those, and I think I am going to give those a listen to. I joined Audible for books that I'm less sure of, and I just want something, you know, I don't spend a ton of time in my car, but I spend enough time for me to really want to use my car time how I want to use it. And audiobooks are something that I'm really growing. If I find a book that it's actually happened a few times where I got a book, I got the audiobook, and then I didn't like the presentation, so I just read it. Well, I will. I don't have it yet. But yeah, that happened with Against the Day, which I had already started before, but I was like, I'll just get the audiobook, and the delivery of the narrator was so fucking weird. Like, very enthusiastic, but like, I don't know, not very well read? Like, not very well performed, I guess. And it was so frustrating that I just went back and finished reading the physical book, which I already had a copy of anyway. Yeah. I'm very excited to have 2 electric vehicles in the house. I'm very excited to have something that I like. During my breaks when I'm on a double at work, I sit in my car because the area where the break room for the employees is pathetically small, and people just have their phones going at full blast. So I sit in my car and I feel god awful running my AC. Or even running just the radio, just the battery going, the gas being used. It feels really bad, and I'm very excited to have my own electric vehicle. It was really nice when I borrowed Jackie's Nissan Leaf, and I could just feel no real guilt. Oh, nice. That sounds like the Seventh Son series by Orson Scott Card. It's kind of a revisionist history where I think it's Revolutionary War era US, but magic is real and Native Americans are practitioners of kind of a naturalistic magic, and it's pretty fucking well done, but I can't read Orson Scott Card because of his blatant and unabashed racism. Okay, Philosopher. Let me write these down right now. Philosopher's Flight. And Philosopher's War. Is that the right order? Is that 1 and 2? Okay. Cool. I do also want to finish reading the Three Body Problem series. I think there's a 4th book written by someone else, but approved by the author. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, I don't know why. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm probably not going to read an ebook. I did that for a little while, and then the eye strain really just freaking wrecked me. I gave a friend my Kindle, and I was just using my phone. So I don't think I'll do an ebook, but I'll purchase them. I do appreciate that though. You know what? Let's get rid of. I don't want to get rid of this guy. I kind of do, but I don't. We need water. Put out fuses and the light. And the like, not the light. Excuse me. Man, we got 2 really strong close range weapons. Yeah, I'm a slower reader. I mostly read before going to sleep. I allow myself an hour of reading before bed every night, and I've really been liking that a lot. Because Jackie's usually either asleep or downstairs doing stuff, so I have the run of the room to myself. I find it really comfortable and really like private. That seems like there's an episode of Futurama about that. Also the Page Master. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna stop at the Philosopher series because I really want to. I want to have something that I pull in, and if I get too many suggestions, I think they're gonna like start to counteract. But I do appreciate it. But once I've read a few more, I'll jump onto the next one. I just know myself. If I have a list of 40 books, like about 3 weeks ago, a coworker gave me the list, a list of about 12 bands to listen to, and you know, I was like, all right, that's awesome. I'm gonna enjoy having some new music to listen to. A lot of the stuff kind of came up naturally because it was other groups or whatever that we referenced. And then by the time he got to like the 10th or 11th thing on the list, I was like, man, I don't want to do all this. Like, I don't want to dig through and listen to a bad album and get turned off by it.
You're talking about the Escape Room?
Huh? I did talk about it, the Escape Room. It was really enjoyable. Okay, we need to get more keys. We also need to remember to save a blank. Hey, dude, don't do that. I'm glad that that podcast we were listening to earlier, Jackie, was talking about how shitty some shows are. Because I feel like on Raised by TV, they just praise and praise and praise and praise. And they were talking about how actually shitty like Saved by the Bell is and stuff. And I was like, thank God they don't just adore everything regardless.
They still adore it. They have that one of the stars from
Who? That's just, the show is so shitty and so unfunny for a comedy show. Like, Kevin Smith's doing He-Man. I don't know anything about He-Man. He-Man's one of those characters that, I think it's from a time before I really followed anything. I don't know. Is He-Man like... This is the shirtless guy in the underwear who fights a skeleton?
like a blonde full hat.
Kind of a Scandinavian looking dude. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, I used one of my fucking blanks.
He-Man, the Scandinavian fellow?
But like, I don't know. I guess cool. I haven't watched and liked a Kevin Smith movie since what's the one with Ben Affleck and the girl turns out to be a lesbian? Chasing Amy. I haven't watched and enjoyed a Kevin Smith movie since Chasing Amy. I think I liked Clerks a lot the first time I watched it. But the mall one, I fucking hated. The Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I've never been a fan of either of those characters even. The Walrus was kind of cool because it was so weird and stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm actually a Kevin Smith fan. When it all breaks down. Dogma, I know the point of it was to be heavy-handed, but it felt so fucking heavy-handed. Like, I don't know. I think that his method of storytelling doesn't necessarily... The Venn diagram of my tastes and his method, his technique, don't really cross too much. There's not a lot of overlap. Wow, I had no idea where that guy was. Found a secret room, though, without using a blank. That's neat. We found our rat turn-in room.
Remember at Foundry we used to have to serve the DJs? And it was always the worst.
I never served any of the DJs. Oh, because I was always behind the bar on the weekends, yeah. What makes you bring that up?
Oh, I just saw this picture of this fat guy on Facebook, and I was like, John Bartlett, who the hell is that? I need to unfriend this guy. And I went to his page, and it was DJ Tiberius.
Well, how about let's stop using names for a little bit. Just because, you know, these things do exist in posterity. But I don't remember. I don't remember Tiberius being too bad. Now that
No, he was the one that lived near us.
I do remember.
Tiberius lived near us. Yes. What's that word?
Similar sounding words. You look like you're in nurse scrubs.
Hey!
That's not a problem.
Don't call me Nurse Scrubs, call me Nurse Jackie.
No, that's that TV show lady with the weird eyes. On that picture. On the
Call me Nurse Scrubby.
call you nurse scrubs a dubs a lubs a dubs.
You know that Teal song? Teal.
Jackie's just waking up from a nap, so I don't even know if you guys can hear her, but she's fumbling over basic sentences.
No, I don't want your scrubs to read out through that yet.
Why would he?
Scrubs is his shirt and the pants that Nurse is
Oh boy, please stop, for the love of scrubs. Huh, there's another secret room. Alright, airstrike we should take, commando we should take. I don't think we're going to be able to get that secret room. Wait a second. I'm willing to take 1 bit O damage to do this.
Scrub is a pants and a shirt. Also, you can wear dance clothes.
Jackie, I'll see you later. You don't have to be in here doing the terrible Scrubs parody. It'd be cool, in fact, if you weren't. No, Jackie. Wait a second. It would be cool if, in fact, you weren't. White?
Really? Are you really telling me to leave?
If you're gonna do the Scrubs song, yeah.
Why?
Because it's god awful.
Nurse Scrubs.
Ooh. Alright, so, Jack, stop screaming.
I'm sorry.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will make 6. I'm gonna drop the gun after we do the boss. I don't think. Oh no, this is 7. So, I'm gonna drop the gun after we do the rat.
I think Bob with purple left this song.
That's cool that he does. But
What's his name again? Bob the Purple.
Bob the Purple PhD. But it just says Bob the Purple.
In my mind, it was Bob the Purple Fogman Addict.
Those are 2 different people.
It is.
You're so like goofy weird right now.
Love you.
I love you too.
Even though you're kicking me out.
I'm not kicking you out, I'm kicking that song out. She's like back there trying her hardest to resist singing it at full volume. You've been one and the same all along. Oh wait, I know what to do. We're gonna have a lot of jammed enemies temporarily. But yeah, we're getting rid of the I'm not gonna use a gun like the finish gun for too long. It's too boring. Like, it's not that I don't want the curse, it's that the gun is too boring. Every boss, you're very likely to flawless without trying, and even if you don't flawless, it's usually you take 1 or 2 hits. It's not enjoyable, I think, from either a viewer or a performer standpoint. I scared him. Jesus Christ, the ammo. Boom. This thing needs some ammo. You know what? I'll just give it both. It's fine. Just burn through this one quickly, and then move along, little doggy. Yeah, it makes it so he can't even do that attack. Wow, I can shove away some of his some of the more surprising attacks. Man, he fires that shit so quickly. Oops, I think I can take this down with it in the intermediate. Oh no, I've only flawless the rat once, and that was with more defensive items than this. I don't really. There's less incentive to flawless the rat than there is the lich. Oh, you mean the punch out? Eh, I could see that. Oh my god, that sucked. Alright, so this might be confusing, because now I don't know where it's gonna drop all of its balls. The reason I never go after 6 keys, I've gotten 5 keys pretty consistently recently, but 6 keys means just waiting through the first phase of the fight. Just like waiting for very specific attacks to come out. And again, it's one of those, it's not worth the wait. This is too loud. Like, he only has 2 moves you can counter. That's one of them, and I screwed it up. That's the other, and I screwed it up. I'll give one more chance for the other one. But like, wasting all that time is just... The first phase is the kind of most tediously designed part of this fight. Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't even put up that I flawless the old king. Did I? Whoops. We'll go ahead and say that we did that. Even though I could lose it right here. I wasn't watching his health bar even. Probably only gonna get 3 keys. Yeah. Yep. I just hope I don't get the gun. Or the cheese. Those are the 2 I don't care about. Big shotgun gun, huh? Big shotgun gun, huh? Nope. Bang. Just the backpack. Aw, man. Well. Oh, well. So we're gonna sell the finished gun. One that's coming up for. What guns are we gonna use? I guess I can keep going with the flames. I'm probably not gonna go to RNG. Again, that's another floor that like it just feels like a time sink. Not that I have a problem with its existence, but it's like, it's so exactly the same every time. And it's one random level chest. The incentive's not there, the experience, oh god, doesn't vary enough. It's kind of like the rat fight. It's kind of why I've been, honestly, out of the last 10 times, the last 10 runs I've done a rat fight now twice. It feels like something that I just I don't feel any drive to really do. At least not all that frequently. This one's gonna loop around. Right, that was dumb to do. I feel like RNG is a floor I could do with my eyes closed. And like I would enjoy it about as much with my eyes closed. Like that's why I don't do RNG. I wonder if anybody's tried a closed-eyed run of this game. Jeez. Only have one right there. But we'll do about 5 of these, I guess. We'll buy the amulet. I'm gonna make some more money at the thing too, so we don't need to go like hyper aggressive. I might take this ability to steal, and then steal that. Yeah. We can leave that until later. Even though we have tons of money, the ability to steal is always good. The rat's not gonna take anything from us, so. Poison Pursuit and Curse Rabbits. That is like the easiest fucking thing I could have gotten for this. I wonder how this looks on the screen. I bet the bitrate is freaking terrible with all this fire for this much of the fight. Or this much of the run. Has it been this way since the first floor? Sure. Sure. We still got the gun, we haven't sold it yet. See? Isn't this fun? Whee! I get why they add stuff like this to games like this. Games where you spend a lot of time trying to collect everything. You need, like... you need an ultimate kind of reward. I get it. I just... It takes away so much of the challenge. It's like... I don't know. It's like if you had the chance to become invincible every 5th run you did. Just perfectly invincible. Would that be fun? Not really. Like... What was I using? Oh, I forgot all about those. Sending out all those, Hey, you can't finish summoning. Stop. See, that's bullshit. Once you start freaking out, your summoning should just discontinue. And if this is one of those rare fourth floors that doesn't have the sales creep, we'll just drop it anyway. Oh, that's what that noise is. Okay, here's the sales creep. Alright, so we're at 2 now. We don't want this. We don't need this. Wow, that's a long way to that room. But we will, let's go steal the amulet now. Stealing that'll put us back at 3. Magic sweets, holy shit. I didn't steal it! Freaking dumb. Oh yeah, I do have too much money. But like, that's one of those not really a problem style problems. I honestly, since this update went live, I've been making sure that the last floor, I can afford anything that might come up that might be significantly, like, I don't know, might significantly change the run in a fun way. Oh, that's worthless. So we got 4 curse right now, but we won't for very long. I guess I can, and there's no reason to not sell this. There's literally no reason to just leave it on the floor. That money can't find its way to me. Yeah, there it is. It was like breaking things on the way. Well, another thing to instantly sell. I have left a floor so fast that I lost the money. That's a dumb feeling. I think I saw the secret room in that room there. Wait, whoops. Can buy me love, buy you a diamond ring, my bring ba-doo ba-doo boop beedly doo. Man, there's oh wait, that's really dumb. I'm like pretty excited about like not losing this streak for the I'm not gonna lose the streak for the sake of losing it. I'm excited for like the next phase of this channel, which is gonna be like modded runs, weirdo runs, no real. Hey, Alora Heldor, thank you for the follow. Whoops. It's weird that I can only see that up there. But like weird changes and stuff. I'm really excited to do different stuff with this game. Sure. And like take risks, you know? 'Cause Because I've been playing pretty conservatively just in order to keep this streak going. It's a good streak. Don't get me wrong about that. My second best streak of all time, I think. No, I'm never going to have a consistent schedule. That's for the birds. Also, probably starting next month, my schedule is going to be whacked up to fuck. We got 2 or 3, or I think there's going to be 4 people kind of moving around. 2 of them on vacation, 1 of them got demoted. Another one on vacation, maybe, at work. And so I'm going to be working a lot. The other bar lead is actually, well, don't need that, is actually going to be on vacation. So I'm going to be covering a lot of his shifts. I have to do all of the stocking and inventory, and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be working a lot, and my schedule is going to be really, really varied. Yeah, I'm gonna be raking it in, don't get me wrong, which is great when I have a brand new car bill. Well, you know, the car bill kind of replaces the car bill. I was still paying for my Kia Soul, so now I'm just not saving for a future Tesla, and I'm going to be eventually having a current Tesla. I'm gonna save the key for just a second. Just in case there's a key shop. I guess I could steal from a key shop. Whatever. Best practices. Yeah, I should be doing all right financially. The month of September, which is also the month of my 3-year anniversary and Nate's 35th birthday. But most importantly, it's the month of me being at work a lot. Whoops, that was dumb. Just kind of sat there and took that one head on. He and I both have given up drinking, so that'd be pretty fucked up. It'd be pretty boring on both ends. Yeah, we're both bartenders who don't drink. Both, all 2 of us. Dang, dog. Really late time to get a freaking Polaris. What's up? You're gonna pop who?
Cobra.
Pop Cobra? Okay, well. Be careful, they are known to have sharp tooth. They're known to have sharp tooth.
I'm a little scared.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do for whatever reason. Get some of the regular coffee stuff. But other than that, I think we're good. I'm gonna use here. You know, as a kid, I never understood why G.I. Joe was called G.I. Joe. And then I actually learned wrongly that it had to do with a GI tract. I didn't understand the general infantry aspect of it until pretty late in life. Because I am dumb. No, I just never looked it up. I don't know. There's some things you just kind of accept as a kid, I think. And G.I. Joe being called G.I. Joe because his name is G.I. Joe, or he's just called that. It was just one of those things that I just accepted. I didn't look for any reasoning or any logic or consistency behind it. I was just like, G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe because he's G.I. Joe. That's what you just call, you know, I guess this is just his, not his name. I thought his name was just Joe, but like, it's just what he's known as. Oh boy, that gun did not do close to the kind of damage I wanted it to do. I never watched the G.I. Joe cartoon. I remember watching the Transformers cartoon movie. The literal only thing I remember about the movie was, at one point, big Transformer guy, maybe Optimus Prime, maybe one of the other ones, went fishing with a kid, and they caught a real whopper of a fish, and in his robot car or truck hands, that fish looked like a tiny little baby fish instead of a real big boy's fish. And I remember thinking, oh man, these animators, they hit the nail on the head. Is that a picture of it? I bet it is. Maybe it's something else. Nope. You know what's crazy? I didn't finish that movie. I got to the part where some dog started tarking, and I was like, well, I'll be on out of here. I don't know. The movie looked like it was going to be really good, really enjoyable, but like something about it just didn't. It didn't catch me in the first like 45 minutes, and I feel like that's usually a long enough time for any movie to prove its value. I need to just use my active items more. I'm just gonna level this up and I'll go back to crazy, dumb, aggressive, weird, not the smartest style play. Oh my god, how did I dodge that without looking? I've got the gift. Level dose. I was talking to someone recently about expectations and how expectations in and of themselves can be pretty toxic. We were talking about Scorsese and specifically about how little I cared for Wolf of Wall Street and how unfair my assessment of the movie was. Like I didn't like Wolf of Wall Street even a little bit, you know. And the general consensus I found out there is that I don't like Wolf of Wall Street because it's not Scorsese, oh man, at the top of his game. And I think there's definitely some of that where like, I went in thinking like, all right, we got another Scorsese masterpiece on our hand. We got another, you know, Scorsese masterpiece on our hands. There's too many to list. And I also can't think at all right now. But I didn't like Wolf of Wall Street very much. And while it's not fair, I also think, like, what's a better way to judge a person's work than versus themselves? And that's how I feel about Pixar movies. Like, I guarantee you I'm never going to watch Cars. I got probably 35, 40 minutes into Cars, and I was like, yeah, this isn't up to Pixar snuff in my opinion. I have a higher expectation for them as filmmakers. And that's honestly, hey Fog, how's it going? That's honestly how I felt about Up. I've heard nothing but good about the rest of the movie. but it seemed like the stuff they were starting to get into in that movie were pretty cartoonish. A lot of it. Like, I'm talking like Wile E. Coyote style cartoonish. And because of that, I think I faded out. I mean, the whole premise is pretty Wile-E-esque. The invention of a house lifted up on balloons. But like, you know, they started off like this guy, this mad genius who lifts his house up on balloons is doing so for an emotionally resonant reason. Oh, you sack of shit. One grazing blow screwed me up there. Long ways the right way. I don't think we're going to be able to get to level 3. Especially not performing like that. How have you been, Fog? Things been swell as hell? Swole as whole? Have things been swole as whole? Just stop, you're too fast. Oh my lord, this guy. Well, that guy just... Wanted? Dude, don't fucking watch that movie. Wanted looks like... It's like hot garbage with a late 90s attitude. That's the Angelina Jolie bullet curving movie. You do not want to watch Wanted. Movie about I think it's even got Morgan Freeman in it. My buddy Moses was over here one day and he tried to convince us to watch the movie. He said it was like an amazing cinematic masterpiece. Really? I can't do it. I'm gonna get hit. Also, I can't look at myself when I do that. I turned off one of the filters because it makes my wife look like T-2000 or whatever. It makes her look like Kano from Mortal Kombat. You charmed piece of shit! You guys see that? That traitor? Alright, let's use this. I'm not gonna use the chamber gun that I would usually use in bullet hell. I'm gonna use this really, really difficult to use drill one. Oh yeah, Jackie started watching that. I love David Fincher, so I'm on board for anything he's a part of. That's true, but like, you gotta watch the rest of the movie to get a piece of Angelina Jolie titty. Like, is that worth it? Also, maybe it wasn't always the case, but Angelina Jolie looks kind of like Mick Jagger, but more of a skeleton. Like, it's pretty fucked up to say. You don't call a woman internationally renowned for a beautiful Mick Jagger, but more of a skeleton. But she looks kind of like Mick Jagger, but more of a skeleton. And I feel like no one's willing to be real with themselves and say that. She's got a mouth the size of 2 side-by-side mouths. And she is just skeleton bones other than that. Like... I guess I've never personally seen the fixation. Yeah, she'll, oh man, that was so dumb. That was such a dumb hit to take. She'll, she'll raid some tombs and wear like a wetsuit or whatever. But like, fucking, come on. I don't know. If we're gonna judge women as objects of beauty and objectify them, let's be real that Angelina Jolie looks kind of weird. Girl Interrupted, I believe she was considered exceptional in. She played like a fucked up mental patient girl, manipulative, kind of the antagonist of the film. Man, I guess I just don't care anymore. Probably shouldn't hang out in here too much though. With old Winona Ryder playing, the manic pixie dream girl in that movie. Apparently she was good in Wanted. She's always had confidence, which confidence is a very, very highly valued characteristic in a female lead, because it's not done well by a lot of people. She's got, what's a better word, what's a non-masculine word for machismo? But she has that, like, the strut, she's got the swagger, she's got the ability to command a scene with a bunch of men in it. Mr. and Mrs. Smith was, I think, the one that I was thinking of, where she met her future husband, Brangelina. I could have done better on the Lich fight. I sat on blanks for the 10 millionth time. Stupid. But yeah, Angelina Jolie doesn't like... Angelina Jolie is the Will Smith of female leads, in my opinion. Like, and that's not just because you said Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I honestly feel like she's one of those people that's like respected and respected and respected, but is kind of like... I don't see it. I don't feel it. Like, and I never have. I was thinking of working on some Mario Maker. Oh boy. Wizard of Legend. I was so absolutely, perfectly, incredibly hyped for that game. And then I played it for 2 weeks. Oh my god, I'm still recording.